music.
Hello, my name is Sarah McDonald. We are here today to discuss the new grading policy in the most boring way possible. 3 people who I have never heard of before are joining me today. Gracie Martinez, Rachel Van Pamel, and Shelby Bennett, all respected educators, but don't take my word for it. They will be speaking to you about this thing we just learned about and don't even really understand ourselves. Because, to be honest, we don't even like working here.
The primary purpose of using a grading system, no matter how stupid the system you use may be,
Like this one.
is to communicate student achievement to students, parents, school administrators, that hobo down the street who goes through your garbage, post-secondary institutions, and employers.
Grading standards and procedures shall be communicated to students and parents by the teacher at the beginning of each school year or semester course.
The following procedures are intended to assure that course grades reflect relative mastery of learning and learning how to learn, despite the fact that learning how to learn is the biggest paradox I have ever heard. However, the committee that produced these guidelines recognized that parents also apparently want to know if their child is applying himself or herself and behaving in class. Thus, report cards will report 3 grades: academic mastery, academic work habits, and behavior.
Guided practice, homework, and formative assessments do not count as grades because the district obviously wants its students to feel comfortable with doing half-hearted work on everything but tests. Grades shall reflect how well the student has met the learning standards after instruction, practice, and reteaching as needed, because this policy inspires laziness and procrastination, so the students won't do what they need to the first time.
An M for missing shall be recorded for absences, whether excused or unexcused, and students will be given a reasonable amount of time to learn the missed material and demonstrate mastery. It is recommended that the length of the absence should determine the amount of time given for makeup work. For example, 3 days of absences equals 3 days to make up work. A teacher may make exceptions for extenuating circumstances. Also, depending on the teacher, an S for stupid will be put for any grade below a 97.
The school is not responsible for any kids who go home crying. Habitually late work or refusal to do work shall be subject to disciplinary consequences with parental involvement. Students who engage in academic dishonesty shall be subject to disciplinary consequences and shall still be required to do the work and or demonstrate mastery of the content.
Grades shall reflect individual student mastery of the content.
Students are expected to exhibit appropriate behavior in all classes that is conducted to his or her learning and to the learning of his or her classmates. A. Always meet behavior expectations. B. Usually meets behavior expectations. C. Meets behavior expectations when reminded. U. Often fails to meet expectations even with reminders.
F for fail will be also applied.
Teaching students to develop good work habits is an important life skill that affects success in employment and other facets of life. However, communication to parents and other stakeholders is skewed when these work habits are reflected positively or negatively in academic grade. Thus, the recommendation is to give separate work habit grades on their report card: on time to class, completes work on time, prepared for class, attentive, engaged in learning, works toward achieving individual and group goals, demonstrates courtesy and respect in the learning environment, adheres to the ethical use of technology in regards to property, privacy, and appropriateness. Teachers will assign a minus or a plus for each class to communicate how well the student exhibits academic work habits. Messages are communicated with explanation codes.
Sorry, my bad. Wrong.